The last episode of Doctor Who was The Name of the Doctor, which of course was the Series 7 finale. It was a really good episode. It started with clips from Classic Who. Clara met various doctors from Classic Who. I think she met almost all of them, and it was a very good tribute, but I think it felt too much like a YouTube fan video sometimes. It didn't really feel at place in a Doctor Who episode, and since I could point out which classic episodes they all came from, it was a bit disheartening, and I could only think of that and not the episode at hand. Vaster, Ginny and Strax were back, and I found myself caring for Vaster and Ginny more, because before I only really liked Strax. Well, I only really loved Strax. I still liked Vaster and Ginny. Richard E. Grant was good as usual, and River Song was on top form, but I'm not here to talk about The Name of the Doctor. I'm here to talk about The Name of the Doctor's cliffhanger. Clara and the Doctor are just about to leave the Doctor's timeline. It's all a bit confusing, and they see a man who has his back to them, and Clara doesn't recognise him, and the Doctor explains that he is the man that broke the promise of being the Doctor, and he says, what I did for peace and sanity. And Matt Smith's Doctor, Dr. Levin, says, but not in the name of the Doctor, and he turns round and it's John Hurt, and big letters come up on the screen introducing John Hurt as the Doctor. The letters were a bit unnecessary and confused people, because the Doctor just said that that wasn't the Doctor, but then on the screen big huge letters appear saying that he is the Doctor. The internet has been exploding with theories on who John Hurt is playing. Well, there is the theory that he is a forgotten ninth incarnation of the Time Lord, and not the Doctor, because he wasn't named the Doctor. So Christopher Eccleston would still be the ninth Doctor. He would just be the 10th incarnation, but it would still reject the canon, and I don't see Doctor Who doing that, and if they do, then I'm going to be slightly annoyed, but it won't stop me watching. Stephen Moffat has made a few mistakes as showrunner. I'm not going to go into them. He was good at single episodes, but I don't really think that he is at place as a showrunner. That's just my personal opinion. There's also the theory that John Hurt might be the Valeyard, and I'm dismissing that for now because I don't really think that it is, because Matt Smith's Doctor knew him. So we don't know. We are not going to know until the 50th anniversary. It was a bit of a sucky cliffhanger, if I am completely honest. We were promised a big huge cliffhanger that would lead into the 50th, but it was confusing and didn't really make a lot of sense. But it does keep us wanting to watch the 50th anniversary, which I suppose that's what the cliffhanger was for. Me, I'm not coming up with a theory just now. I didn't come up with a theory for Clara because I wanted to wait until it came out, so I'm going to wait until the 50th comes out to come up with a theory for John Hurt, and I'm not going to do what some of the other fans are doing and speculating and going, oh, how dare Stephen Moffat do this, blah de blah de blah. There's some fans that are saying he's too old to play the Doctor, which is absolutely, it's not right. There was a lot of older Doctors back in the classics, and I think he would make a good Doctor if he is playing the Doctor, which I assume he is, my next vlog is going to be what I would put in the 50th anniversary, my perfect 50th anniversary, not what BBC should do, what I would have loved to see in the 50th anniversary. Thanks for watching.